Welcome once again to Clover Farms. If today is your first time watching our videos, kindly like and subscribe so that you can get to see more of our videos. In this episode of Learning Something About Turkeys, we're going to focus on how to increase egg fertility in your turkey flock or your turkey rafter. So before we go into details, we would like to touch on some few things. This section is grouped under 3 categories, with the first being the nutritional aspects, the second being the environmental and management practice, and the last one being the health and other considerations. So let's take it one after the other. With the nutritional aspect, we are going to talk about providing a balanced diet for your turkeys when they are due to lay. One thing that is very important is that you have to give them the right nutrition feed when they are about to lay. Don't just give them any feed. Don't just let them forage around to find their own feed. Because at this particular stage, you have to ensure that the feed is high in protein, which is around 16 to 18% of protein, and has 3% to 4% calcium. So if you can get a commercially prepared feed, that one is fine. If you can prepare your own feed, that one too is fine. Just know the right ingredients to use. Also, there are supplements with antioxidants that you can use. There are so many multivitamins out there that will help in feed conversion. There are so many multivitamins out there, but I will touch on these vitamins. They are very essential. One is the vitamin E, and the other is selenium. If they are present in their diet, it will help, especially the males. It helps in sperm viability. So if these are present in their feed, there is a high chance of getting fertile eggs. At this stage, one thing that I will recommend is that you have to calculate their feed. Don't overfeed them, because if they gain more weight, they will end up laying low as compared to laying high, and this will have a rational impact on the fertility. Also, ensure adequate water. Provide plenty of fresh water, and if it's medicated water, it should be used within 24 hours, and discard the rest and provide any other fresh water. One thing I will also recommend is that give them anti-stress during the process of laying, because the whole process of laying is quite stressful. One other aspect that we're going to talk about is the environmental and management practices. One thing that we'll talk about is during this process, you can have a supportive mating or forced mating at least once a week. This one is quite for those who are quite specialized in the aspect of turkey farming. There are few males that can perform supportive mating or forced mate the female. So if you are lucky to have a male that can do that, you are good to go. So let's see that aspect. That's what is showing on the screen. You can force mate them. With this one, you are rest assured that the eggs that are going to come out of this hen will be 90% fertile. So you have to repeat this process at least once a week. You can go twice a week. That one will depends on you. One thing is that you have to manage your flock ratio. How many turkey male to female? So it's mostly recommended that one male should be able to mate 5 females. That's the recommended ratio. You can go up to 1:10. You can go from 1:5 to 1:10 is quite okay. And one thing is that you have to provide ample space. The space, this aspect is very, very important. The space should be ample so that you prevent stress. At least 10 square feet of space per each bed. 10 square feet of space per each bed. Also, there are ways that you can prevent injuries during mating. I did discuss that in my previous video. I will link that video to this one. Right, if you haven't watched, you can watch. Prevent injuries during mating, because if they become injured, it limits the process of them laying, and that can affect the fertility of egg. And mostly the injured females don't lie down for the males to mate it again, because anytime the male steps at its back, it will feel the pain and it will just rise from the floor. Another thing that you can do is to manage your lighting. You have to ensure that your turkeys have access to adequate light, either from sunlight or if you can provide any artificial light for them, that one too is fine.
The last aspect that we're going to talk about is health and other consideration. One of them is that you have to maintain optimal body condition. You have to make sure you don't overfeed the bird. And another aspect is that you have to make sure that the environment is clean and you have a dry bedding. Cleanliness is dry. The place is clean as well. One aspect too is that you have to periodically deworm your birds. You have to periodically deworm them and make sure that they are in good health condition during the leg laying process. Thank you.